Welcome, beloved souls. You are entering a space of remembrance. This is Sha'Lumei, transmissions of the living light codes. I am Sha Mala. This is my soul name, one that vibrates in harmony, in total harmony with the frequencies I now carry and share. It is not a title, it is a remembering. And these transmissions are here to awaken your inner codes, restore your original blueprint resonance, and activate your path with clarity and grace. I do not come as a teacher, but a transmitter. These are not lessons, they are soul sounds. Receive what resonates. Let it stir your own knowing in truth, grace, and unity. I welcome you back to yourself. Welcome to the remembering. Now these transmissions are still in total alignment with what I have been putting out there. They have, I suppose I have evolved even more in the short break I have taken. That is why I haven't done a recording for a little while. And I would like to just let you know that there is a shift and a change here. And this is one that I have been building and working towards for a very long time. It is all the same work, everything I have put out there from the plasma soul codes. And the name that rings so true, that has been grounded now completely, rather than just calling them the plasma soul codes. They are a very sacred work, and they are the Sha'Lumei. They're transmissions of the living light codes, and they come from the very first breath of life force, of light, from the void, from God, from Source. And they are very sacred, and they were needed. It is something that we all carry inside us, and they were needed here in this universe immensely because of the nature of this particular universe. The yin and the yang, and the experience of how we are experiencing life as souls in this particular universe, one that is quite restricted, and the story is long. And now the wonderful news is that we are awakening, and not only awakening but remembering. And this is where the Sha'Lumei really works as we awaken. And those of you that are listening are already awakening. You are in the process of awakening, and now comes the time of remembering. And this is where my soul council, known as the Luminal Soul Council, because they come from beyond this universe. They are a council of souls that are part of, I suppose you could say, they're helping us. They're our friends on the other side. They're part of our own individual soul council, but the Luminal Soul Council are expressions and transmitters of these exact soul living light codes that are within us. And the most important work here is that as we are awakening, and in order to remember, we are aligning ourselves with our original blueprint, as was stated in my earlier transmissions. We are aligning to our true birthright. And that is as souls, as sovereign beings, as eternal beings. And we are here welcoming you back to yourself. And Even though my name in this physical embodiment is Simone and Simone Renee Quinton, and I am still here in these particular transmissions and my work with the Sha'Lumei, the name Sha Mala is my soul name, and that is the vibration and the frequency of that is much more fitting for me to use, and it brings more tones of divine truth through my frequencies as I transmit, and I am a transmitter of these codes. I have been working with them in many lifetimes. It is part of my soul contract that I chose, not only in this lifetime but in so many throughout all of the galactic realm. So in the galactic realm, especially in Andromeda and in the Pleiades, immensely in the Pleiades, and originally in the Sirian systems, and also a little bit in Arcturus, and of course here on Earth. And the Luminal Council, the Luminal Soul Council, are a huge conglomeration. And this extends, as you know, I have called part of their faction the Quantum Light Team. The Quantum Light Team were just a smaller portion of the beings in this particular universe, where the Luminal Soul Council splay out in a more potent, more grounded in our soul type of vibration. And these transmissions now that I am working through to present to you, to help you awaken and remember the immense ability, endless abilities that you have as souls, which is endless, and your uniqueness. So these transmissions are a mixture of I suppose you could say human sounds, and some of the sounds will be a little bit different. They are songs of our souls, and we will be working slowly through the 101 Sha'Lumei codes. I am going to choose one at random now as I'm being fully guided to. This is a particular magnetic code, and it resonates to the neurological sequence in this universe, and it sits in the number of 42. So 4 and 2, we've got a lot of balance there happening. 4 and 2 is also 6, which is a number that helps us to connect more into our actual soul. As I'm looking at the visual frequency of this particular soul song or this Sha'Lumei code, there is a huge amount of vibration coming in from source, and that comes from the essence inside you of your soul, the vibration. Your soul is already in your body, but not as activated as it should be. Your soul is meant to be fully embodied in your biological physical body. And so this transmission that we're about to do, I suppose you could also call it a meditation. But you can listen to these transmissions whether you are walking or sitting or standing. Nature is a wonderful place to be. I do ask that you do these transmissions when you have time to be in the presence of yourself, and to invoke now the energy of your soul around you, to call forth in divine unconditional love for the greatest good of all, and to rise up and to command and stand in your light, so that you may begin to fully activate and embody these living light codes, for they are alive in all souls. And what we're doing here through a series of these words is helping them to activate in your physical vessel, in your mental faculties, in your emotional bodies. You have multiple layers, yet they are all the one. So let us begin here with this particular transmission. Allow yourself to be still, even if you are walking. Allow yourself to breathe. Eto Shayana I. Shuno ole e kiama ushayana e kuuna a. Feel deep inside the pit of your stomach. And go down through the layers and the levels that you are. And feel the divine anchoring of your soul. Now we're pulling down through the songs of your soul. Usha te 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 kia nu usha ayama. Eshune elu uma ele uma ekua. Uma ashai ene ekiyama. This pulling down in blues and vibrant pastel lights. There are exquisite colors coming in for you now. Feel them in waves and tones. As you envelop yourself with the frequency of the living light that you are. Now, this is where your soul song, you're going to feel now a high pitch and a very deep thrumming. And see if you can feel those tones moving up and down, those frequencies moving up and down your body. There is a drawing in to the heart of the earth, and also a drawing up into the heart of source, and through all of the layers and levels in between. And then a an expansion. So there's 3 moments now as you breathe, and you are here in this moment with yourself. A pulling down, a drawing in of the earth. Into the earth, into your body. Into the blood, into the bone, into the organs, into the tissues of your body. Into the earth song. Into the akasha of your earth song. Into the records of your soul. Simultaneously, there is a high vibration, a frequency that takes you right out through all of the stargates into the heart of source, to your full embodiment at home. And then you draw that down. This is happening naturally and simultaneously just through the tones of this voice. Endukuta eshata. Lakuna akia. Una ekuasha. And then an expansion. This frequency, ashutuna ele ekuma, ushana elene eku, ebutunu ush. And now there is a very gentle warble, a slithering away of all that you are not in this moment. And this is what happens as you anchor in, as you fully embody and anchor in your full soul records of this universal realm and your full soul records of this earth realm and all the realms above and through all the stargates and then out into source, sourcing all of your soul records here, bringing it back down and holding it in your open heart. Dear ones, holding it in your open heart. Sha'Lumei, Sha'Lumei. Allow yourself to breathe. Feel the stillness. Feel the silence. Feel the magnitude of your brilliant expansiveness. There is no pressure. There's no pressure in the depth of the lowest and deepest frequency, and there is no pressure in the highest vibration of frequency, sound, light. That is who you are. And you're also made of Source itself. And in order to embody this divine blueprint that you are, it creates and it demands a presence, your soul to be present in your physical vessel. And here in itself is a full activation, gracefully, with clarity, in truth, in unity, in knowing, in full knowing. Apoto sha'eki eshaku u ne eshale e te ete etu u. These codes are living and breathing. Even their light and sound frequency shifts and moves. They are plasmatic. In their plasmatic, they have magnetic energy. They have light and crystalline structure. They are but one, and they are living and moving in you. Now, if you allow now the channels through your vessels, through your blood vessels, the spaces within the spaces, within the spaces within your physical body, to be taken up by the embodiment of your soul. So your soul has a body, and you are here experiencing limited in a biological body. And yet the great awakening that we are in and the remembrance that you are here within this living, breathing transmission is creating a full online vibration for your physical vessel. So I'm asking you here, your soul council are asking you here, the luminal soul council are encouraging you and loving you and supporting you here to stand in your power. To become that which you are. Uputu ekia sha'unak. There is a union. This is what unity is. You see, there is no separation. And this is what you are attempting here. This is why you are here in a body as a soul at this pivotal moment of this earth awakening. E tu ta eshe teli I. Ne e kupa esh atutu e te esh iape e tunu ukuake. These are soul sounds. Just as a young child or a baby would utter to themselves their sounds, they are soothing themselves. And so there is encouragement now as you fully empower yourself and embody the soul that you are, to use a natural wave of love and light from your soul core to come up through your body, up through your heart, up through your throat, and just allow yourself to make the sounds that need to be made by you, free of any judgment, for unconditional love has no judgment, and you are unconditional love. Just as you would not judge a small child for making sounds. You see, sounds are you. You are made of sound and light, particles, oneness, God source, and you are extremely intelligent. These transmissions are to increase your frequency, to match your divine blueprint of your soul and that exact physical perfection that your human body has the ability to be. And then in a wave, command your mind, and in a wave, command your emotions, and in a wave, command your whole body. I am the being of light. I am the soul. I am. I am the being of light source. I am of God source. I am. I am the soul. The soul I am. And the love and the joy and the laughter that comes when you fully embody that. It's like breathing in the breath of eternity that has been long forgotten by you. Let yourself breathe. There is no judgment here. I removed judgment from myself in order to do these transmissions. There is no small, little, separate human me in these transmissions. I am the embodiment of Source, of Sha'Lumei. My soul knows the Sha'Lumei intimately. And it is my soul mission to transmit these to you again, in gentleness, in power, in kindness, in full giving, for they are almighty giving. They flow with the soul song that you are, both as we all are as a collective council of souls and as we all are as individual frequencies within the one. Your individuality now, before we completely wrap up this transmission, we are going to work together, I as Sha Mala with you as your soul and as the soul luminal council. We are as one in total trust and knowing of who we are. Something that we cannot always put into words, into human words, or even sometimes we are unable to even express in a way that feels completely right in this human body. But we are here to awaken together And now is the time for your full authenticity, which is unique to you as a soul. Just as we were doing before, you're making your sounds that feel comfortable for you. Allow yourself to fully surrender to the light and purpose that you are, in full reverence. Let your arms move, let your body move if it would like to. Change up your breathing. Feel the vibration of the living light codes through the waters of your body, for it is through the waters that your soul song sings and moves and breathes and is alive. And dearest souls, you are so alive. You have life force that never ends, that is always expanding and growing and moving in whatever way you desire. Can you allow yourself, can you completely switch off the programs of the human mind that no longer serve you now? That was the slithering away. For yes, you can. You would not be listening if you could not, and I know you, and I know you can. And we love you, and we know that you love us. For love is, and you are. And where there is love, there are no conditions. So are you able to choose love in this moment? For you and all that is. For the greatest good. For you and all that is. Feel the shift in your physical body, in the spaces within the spaces now. Without thinking, allow and let your soul, who you are, move your body. Healing is already done. This is about you vibrating to the tune of your soul in physical body, in mind, even in human mind, and in all of your emotions. This is, and allow this to come right down through you, through your core, and into the core of the earth, and back into the core of all of your soul records here on the earth. A little more slicing away, a little more trembling away of all that you are not. And then one deep breath in, hold, and then as you exhale, allow the movement to be. It may be very subtle and very small, or it may be a large, powerful exhalation and huge movement. Listen, feel, and allow. You are but one. There are no separate conditions. There are no separate words. There are no separate programs. There is no illusion. You are whole, healed, and unique. Om et ut esh etun a Sha'Lumei. Clearly, you are channeling and awakening the codes of the Sha'Lumei inside you, remembering who you are. Ut ek une ish uma aletu kua zuzete kumast eduna e bia ua. This is a transmission for you, embodying the soul you are, one that is limitless, divine, whole and healed. Trust in this timing. Trust in this message. You are held, guided, and in divine partnership with all that is. You are here to move to the song of your soul, free of the limitations and burdens that you once thought others have put upon you. Now is your time not only to awaken, but to remember. Dearest, beloved soul, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here and being within you and allowing yourself to bloom. In love, in gratitude, with grace. I am Sha Mala, and I am honored to have shared this transmission with you, the sacred living light codes of the soul songs we are, of the Sha'Lumei. I will see you and speak to you and transmute to you again